Here's my review on the My Hero Academia Your Next Movie. I typically like series more than movies because series have more of an ability to break like the tropes and kind of dive into character development and do things in a way that no one's ever seen, right? Whereas movies usually follow a movie trope of really bad guy, things get really bad, struggling a lot, hero fights bad guy in big fight, comes out victorious, right? So in my opinion, I think this movie totally followed the movie trope, which is okay. It was still good, but it was just a typical movie trope. Compared to the series, I don't think it even compares. And I thought that a lot of the like fighting through, I'm gonna try not to do spoilers for people that haven't seen it, but there's like they like fight through a lot of things most of the movie, and that was the part that I didn't love. But the ending was amazing, and the characters are the best. Like I just love seeing them. So like, and the fight at the end was insane. Like actually a 10 out of 10 fight. So as far as fight scenes, I would go 10 out of 10. As far as writing, I would not go 10 out of 10. And I don't think that is a bad thing to say. That doesn't mean that the movie sucked. One of my favorite things about it, though, was going to an anime in theaters with other people and, like, everyone laughing when Bakugo says something funny. And everyone, like, going, "Aw, when Deku's cute." You know what I mean? Like, it was, like, honestly such a fun, like, little community to be, like, surrounded by all these people that also loved anime because, like, I watch anime on my couch alone with, like, my husband and my brother sometimes, max. Like, those are the max amount of people that I'm usually with. I don't have, like, a theater full of people. So that was super fun. I highly recommend going if you can and you are caught up in the series. If you are not, the series is astronomically better than the movie. My biggest beef with the My Hero movies is unlike some of my other favorite animes that also have movies, they don't really tie in. I've heard that one of them does tie in season 7, so I'm excited to see that because I'm not all the way finished with season 7 yet. But for the most part, the movies are kind of standalone, and even if they're not standalone, they don't often reference them back in the series, if that makes sense. So that's probably my biggest and only beef with it, and that it was very typical movie trope. I also just hated the villain, which is a good villain, right? That makes sense. I thought the quirks were super cool. And then the last thing I'll say is that it felt like a Full Metal Alchemist dupe, which I think is great. I have no beef with that, but that's 100% what it was. Like, the bad guy's quirk was alchemy. He had, like, a side character that was kind of like lust. The girl's quirk was, like, basically a philosopher's stone. I don't know, there was a lot of, like, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood callbacks in a way, which I love when animes do that, kind of. Like, a lot of people hate on that, but I love when they kind of all tie together. But it totally felt like their quirks were very Full Metal Alchemist inspired. So anyways, that is my review. If you've seen it, let me know if you agree. And if you strongly disagree and I offended you, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. But yeah, that's my opinion. I'd love to hear your thoughts if they're done nicely.